Hey guys, welcome to this tutorial based video. If you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell so you know when to make a new video. Let's go for 80 likes on this video. I would really appreciate it. Basically, we're going to be going over how I can make these really small figures here for Halo Mega constructs, and basically, you can't move them. There's no articulation. That's really hard to do, and I'm not skilled enough for that yet, and I don't think a lot of people would be able to do this unless you're in like a machine factory place. But I'm super excited to be able to mold them because those are the last steps for me to be able to make like a really cool game that's going to be coming on the YouTube channel here soon and on my Discord server. So if you want to join my Discord server, link down below in the description. Super fun place. Basically, people that love Halo, love Mega Halo construct, stuff like that, talk in there. And it's a really fun place. Just go in and talk to me. And I'm not in there super often, but I do get around and I do look at the messages and stuff like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's just get right into it. I want to show a video that is more in depth on how I mold my custom spare figures and parts. I'm about to make my second casting of I know that are going to be really good molds, and basically I want to show it a little bit so you guys can do it at home for yourself if you're interested in it. So the material that I use, Umu 30 Smooth On, and it's a silicone based rubber that is a two-part. So here's part, I don't know, B, and here's part A. Basically, when you mix these two parts together, it turns into this pink rubber. This is a mold of some elite heads that I have to finish molding, and you can just see it kind of peeking out a little bit. I just need to put a little bit more silicone in there, and then this mold is done. So this is really handy for making custom figures like these. This is a custom ODST. Now, don't get me wrong, these aren't perfect, and you can't articulate and move them and all that, but they are very good for making mocks and dioramas and making just kind of figures that you can destroy or do fun things with and not worry about ruining the real figures. So what I did here is I put them all in boxes surrounded with foam core. Now you can use cardboard or foam core, it really doesn't matter. And for some of them I put clay on the bottom. So like here's some heads into hip joint pieces that have clay around them on the bottom, and this is going to really help them to stick and not move around, and also have a really good mold sealing for when I take them out for the figures. So for example, here's the arms as well. Here are the legs for the elites. I had kept these standing straight up, and here's some of the body parts. So for the Halo blocks, Halo Mega blocks, jackals, I put their head ball joint in the bottom first so you get the rest of the detail on the print. And for some of these old grunts and all that, I just put them like this. And then I just put foam core around them, put clay in the bottom, and then they are ready to be molded. So I'm going to be mixing up part A and part B here and molding these figures right now, or more molding these figure parts right now, and then I'll be able to cast these and make completely very like good figures for very cheap and very easily. So I'm going to get to that right now. Alright guys, so when you're doing these, you also want to tap the bottom of them when you're pouring in the liquid latex rubber so it gets these air bubbles and it brings them up so they don't attach to the actual molding piece themselves, so like a leg. So it won't have an air bubble on the leg and it'll make a little hole there. It'll actually come off of the leg if you tap. So you just gotta tap this for quite some time, probably like a minute or so on each one, and then you are good to go. Alright, now that we have these things casted and molded and it's the next day, you can start peeling off the pieces of board around it and revealing the mold. And you can just pop out these figures just like that. And you're going to want to clean up the molds around the pieces that you just molded. So the plastic has an easier time of getting into those little spots. So I'm gonna do that to all of them, then I'll be back. All right guys, so I have all the molds cleaned up with the clay. There's still some on some parts, but it's not a big deal. And I've made the holes a little bit bigger on some of these as well. So now I'm going to be mixing in my plastic. And my plastic is also a liquid-based plastic, Smooth Cast 300 plastic from Smooth On. It's the thing that I use always to make my custom figures. And I've been just using it since I was a kid as well, so I'm just used to it. There's probably other plastics that you can buy that are probably better, but I've always used it. It's affordable and it works really well and it stays pretty solid. So now what you're gonna wanna do is just mix up some Smooth On plastic and have these molds ready to go. So for some of them, I had to actually cut them open on the side to remove some of the parts because the leg pieces on, like for the Elite example, would fall off. Some they would just get stuck in the mold, so you have to kind of cut them down. So you're just gonna need to use some kind of tape. I just used some normal Scotch tape here and wrapped it around and made sure it was decently tight so then these molds will stay whole. And every time you cast, you're probably gonna wanna use the Scotch tape. If not, it could leak out of the side and make the mold not look correct if it doesn't line up properly. I'm gonna mold a little bit of this stuff right here, and then we're gonna get on to casting these pieces. Oh, and also you're probably gonna wanna wear gloves when you do this because the plastic can get on your hands and it can make your hands kind of plasticky if it molds onto your fingers. So definitely be wearing gloves whenever you're molding and casting. I typically don't because I don't have any gloves right now, but if I did have gloves, I would be using them. I just wipe my hands off right away. But I definitely know I have sometimes plastic on my fingers, and that's just how that is. So once you start mixing this, you have about 15 minutes. So you have about 5 minutes until it completely starts to harden and stuff. So if you see me in my videos kind of rushing to get this stuff into my molds, that's exactly why. I don't have much time to work on it, and you're gonna see that here as well. Alright, so I took out all 3 of the figures that we had molded here today and put them in their separate groups. So here's our Grunt figure, here's our Elite figure, and here's our Jackal figure, and a few guns I have molded as well. So now that the molds are done, I made a ton of them. I think I made 5 or 6 different casts. I'm going to be assembling all these figures right now and then showing them to you so you can kind of see the mold difference. Now, they're not going to be perfect. Like I said before, they're not going to look like the real ones 100%. See with the Elite, his face is kind of busted up. The backs aren't as long as they normally are. But this is going to be great for doing mocks and dioramas and also for my little game that I have planned. So I'm going to get to assembling these. Alright everyone, here are the figures, and I gave them some guns and they look pretty decent. They look pretty similar to the actual ones themselves, and they're going to be going great for this game. Here's the Grunt. Grunt's looking good, and it's really nice because now that I have all the molds cast and everything, these figures individually don't cost a lot of money at all. Way cheaper. Granted, there are some pieces that there are some problems, like this guy's face is half off pretty much. He doesn't have the Jackal beaks. You could fix that with clay or something, but I'm probably just going to spray paint it and leave it the same. And yeah, so that's really it guys. I hope this tutorial kind of helped a little bit on the material I use, how to do it. I know I didn't show you perfectly everything, but kind of run over it again. Foam core, okay, if you want to embed something, put some clay down, embed it very gently, cut around the edges, put foam core around it, and then glue the outside of it, pour in your silicone, wait, and that's literally it. It doesn't take too much. It's not super hard to do, which is great because it makes it molding very, very nice and easy. And you get some pretty decent figures out of it that I'm going to be able to use for my game that's coming up here soon, guys. And I'm super excited for it, and I hope it's going to do well on the channel. I hope you guys will enjoy it. And yeah, thanks guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thanks so much for all the support like always, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.